the yolk open and shoves toast over the incision. I can hear talking through kitchen doors behind his nodding head, knife raised, and pointing between my running coleslaw and a tear of lettuce beside it. The cook staff is saying he cut her up and fed her to the homeless. He is saying, once I wanted to live inside dark red walls of a giant heart at the Franklin Institute. Sleep in spite of an awkwardly beating, sensitized pulse. Maybe maintenance turns it off at night, I say, thinking I could get used to background noise. So this is called Dragonfly Grill. Hands like putty, paper napkins plug my palms. Candles glow near, neatly laid silver. I know that our waiter with water is outside with a cigarette. I know that in the subway, empty escalators move still under the pavement. Thai soup burns your throat. Bleeding nose and hot soup, so you've got to get to the bathroom and come back with toilet paper in your nostrils. I have saved your sad compliments. I have saved your serious kissing face until now. Small table, filthy with food, and your hand can't reach mine without landing in the bread dish. I need another mouth to do this. Does yours work? It's busy telling me I cut him under the eye and that's why I don't drink gin anymore. This might be easier in the smoking section, where tables are wearing clean glass ashtrays. We should see other people in this restaurant, but it's blank, mirrored walls, no reflections but our faces, yours in particular, moving towards mine. This is kind of silly, and it doesn't have a title, and I don't know, it's not, well, you'll see. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand. And that's from The Little Mermaid, if you're not familiar. I fell asleep and woke up in Coney Island. It was bound to happen. Happens more than you would think, she told him. My quiet eye on how much smaller he seemed in high school was interrupted by a remark about public toilet seats now having automated prophylactics. She tested it, wasted the city's money. I was in the bathroom when Carlton danced, but returned just as the Banks' manor was stripped of props. Or was it the Huxtables? Charming how we can all watch the same television all day. How long before every square stall in the American Midwest has one? All he's got in that big washroom is one nose-sized mirror above the sink. I always thought my head wasn't right for my body, and her diet still includes too much salt. 8 years later, we reunited in front of his big screen. Once he was the techno Buddha, perched on a rock in carpenter's wood, his new laptop laying over his knees. We were mermaids clinging to a statue of a Quaker. Okay, I'll read just a few more. Since I'm going first, I might as well just.
Can we get a little bit more volume?
Okay.
I don't know how this works at all. I don't think it's hello? Hello? It's really working at all. Okay, so this is called Bubble.
Better.
Oh, sorry. The dog loops around the house. I'm at the edge of the backyard. The few seconds of each revolution that she's in front, I worry that she vacillates near the highway, too curious about the other side. In Chardin's The Soap Bubble, it's 1739, and the moment just before the old emblem of youth that a boy is growing from a pipe bursts. At At the edge of the lawn, the circles at both ends of my wand hold swirls. A sigh translates distortion, a sphere that hesitates, then floats. Others follow in different directions. They land on the canal and pop or hiccup near branches and dissolve. Suppose the sun stopped, fell from the sky to water. Nothing is more uncomfortable. Cars rely on the road. A bubble stands on my breath. Imagine without light the silence of a deformed language. Would headlights, lost in a semantic thicket, still illustrate a city block? Squinting to explain what underpins dark. To reconstruct the important links, eyes closed, I could listen for the air's sharp blue light and count the seconds and miles so far. The storm seems near, and I am like those some 50 globes rising until the dog, cross-eyeing those pockets of air, as if they were pepperonis when they graze her nose, eats the bubbles. This one is called Yo 2005. It's kind of old, but and it's about, I grew up in Philadelphia, and it's about that, so kind of. Lord, I know I'm tired, broken up and under lamps at the bus stop. Gotta walk around my way all through North Philly at night. Black ice, not so many working street lights. Need 50 cents for the payphone. God bless you this day, I'll be late tonight. 27 bus goes up through Roxborough. White sneakers, slick hair, flick open the celly. Yeah, I was like, chat maybe. The 45 is stale light, empty seats, 6 grocery bags laid out in the front. Old man in the back got a paper bag with some old English 800 in it. Yelling he's been on there since the Erie Mountain, since Chestnuts, the hill. The bearded men in their artisan shops say, lovely bread today, but don't give me that. He touched it with his hands. Graffiti tags, old and nowhere. Fast walk to Penn's Landing. Yeah, what you do is you don't worry, because everybody got a bottle of something tonight. Broad Street lays down for the Mummers Parade, downtown stuffed with Eagles jackets, little kids in top hats. Off-tuned string, the mummers strut, with tiny umbrellas popping the air, leading the fancies, the men with feathers tied to their shoulders and sequins on their shoes. Beautiful. Where they practice, Larry Menti says into the microphone, I understand they have no heat down there at some of those warehouses, but just look at them. You gotta get down to the convention center for your show of shows. Back up, go up a few neighborhoods, up a few blocks, to where those houses collapsed last month because the ground just gave up. Back it on up down the field and let me pass that to you again. Sit on the porch. New Year's Eve gunshots, bottle crash, and homemade fires spark the new night. I'm going to read one more. It's called Happy Days Diner. Lights advertise 15-cent Coke. Movie posters hug the wall from here to eternity. A photo of Alfred Hitchcock with one finger opposed to his mouth. With elbows on either side of your plate, you stare into a ham omelet. It's been 7 minutes since you said anything. Our water's sweat puddles on the table. The narrow aisle between rows of booths is smooth floor leading to the jukebox. It's silent, and so are we. Our song, connecting 387 nights. Pancake batter at 2 a.m., Denny's restaurants, my back porch, the blue floorboards, a light on the side of the house highlighting pink geraniums. Crossing my legs makes the seat vinyl whine. For our first date, we went to IHOP. Fireflies lit the parking lot outside, while I smoked 5 cigarettes before our waffles arrived. I notice a fly in your glass and laugh. What, you ask? Nothing, I say.